everyone, it's me, your young adult librarian, Miss Shonda, and welcome to the 4th week of our manga/comic book workshop. Alright, so last week we created our character descriptions. So this week we're going to be adding some visuals to those character descriptions. We're going to be learning how to make a turnaround sheet. A turnaround sheet of your character can be a very helpful tool for you to use, especially when you're not very artistic, but you do know how you want your character to look like. So you draw your character how you want it, and then you give it to an artist, and then they'll refine the look for you. So a lot of animators and comic book artists use this to help them stay on model as they draw their character in multiple settings, views, and poses. So basically, we're spinning your character around. Most artists use a 360 view, and that helps them give them at least 5 opportunities to draw their character in different views. There's the front view, there's the side view, there's the 3/4 view, and then there's the 3/4 view right, and then there's 3/4 view left, or the back of their character. They draw them in so many different views. That way it helps them figure out how to keep themselves on course with their character. So then there's the 180 view, which is the one we're going to be focusing on, which it gives us 3 opportunities to draw our character, and it's going to be front view, back view, and side view. So that's what we're going to be mainly focusing on. Okay, so now that we gotten this far in the video, I'm going to give you your first half of the code, which is 32. So what I want you to do this week is to take those character descriptions. You should have 2, which is the requirement in order to have finished last week's missions. So you're going to take those 2 or 3, because that's the maximum, and based on what you said in your description, you're going to draw your character front, side, and back view. Also, I want you to add on things that you haven't described, such as glasses. Like when I read to you about Tracy Chan's thing, I didn't mention that she wore glasses. So in my drawing of her, when I draw her, I'm going to draw her with glasses because I wear glasses. I also didn't describe what she's wearing, because I mean, we're not writing a book where the reader will have to use their imagination to see how these characters look. We're writing a comic book, so we're going to have those visuals already there for them, so we're going to draw that. I also want to provide you guys with some help, and I want to gift y'all with a sketchbook. So I would like you guys to be able to come to the library and pick these up whenever you have the chance. And this is going to help you guys because I also have the character worksheet that I told you about on week 2. Yep. And then this is the character design sheet where you can put your character description and then you can draw them right here. I also have the 180 view, which is what I want y'all to draw with, because this is exactly going to help you stay on course with your character, and I'll show you examples soon on how I do mine. And then when we get further along down the road, this is our page layout. So I have a bunch of things, and I gave you about 3, and then it also helps you be able to draw a frontal face view, especially if you want to improve your drawing, and then the body, how the anatomy is for drawing your character. So I would really like y'all to come pick this up. And I also have a sketchbook for you guys. I like this sketchbook. It's very good for beginners, and you can practice drawing your character or go ahead and start mapping out how you want your comic book. I would like you to visit me at the Colleton County Memorial Library and pick these packets up in your sketchbook. We are open from 11 to 6, and you can reach me by those times from Monday through Friday. I will be available. And when you get here, please ask for me, Miss Shonda. Now, you must be enrolled in the manga/comic book workshop in order to receive these. And if you're interested in this program, you are free to join and sign up at our website, which is colletonlibrary.org. Let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you an example now. So last week I talked to you about Tracy Chan. So let me read you again my character description on Tracy Chan. Tracy is a bright and active wife and mother of 3 who loves games, drawings, and all things Japanese. She takes pride in her individuality of being a thick, average height woman that loves to change the color of her shoulder length locks as long as the color suits her current mood and complements her caramel brown skin and teal eyes. So, with that, I drew this. So this is how I want Tracy Chan to look. I tried to make her look as similar to me as possible, but then there's some flares as well. So as you can see, I added her glasses, and then what she's wearing is a tank top and capris with some slip-on black shoes. I'm going to color her in, of course. She's going to have brown skin, she's going to have teal eyes, and the same way of my hair, which is green and blue. Yeah, some greens and blues, and probably gonna have a white tank top and blue jeans, because capris, because I like the color blue, and that's how she's always been. I've been drawing her for a while, and the way I draw her is in a chibi style, so don't feel like you have to draw like me. I like the chibi style. It's way simpler for me when I'm going to be drawing my comic book. It's all about what you want and how you want your comic book to look like. So don't worry about your drawing skills. Please don't worry about your drawing skills. I want you to hone them eventually, but if they're not a part of everyone else, don't worry about it, especially if you're going to be the writer. Again, this turnaround sheet is going to be helpful for you, so when you find an artist for yourself, you can hand that turnaround sheet to them, and then they can add their flair onto it and refine what you already gave them. Also, there's plenty of comic book artists that have a writer and an artist, so don't worry about it. If you want to hone your skills as an artist, keep practice. It makes perfect. So after you get finished drawing your 2 to 3 characters from last week, I want you to do the exact same way as submission. I want you to take an individual picture of each character, and I want you to submit them in Read Square so I can take a look at them. And if you're not able to come here immediately to pick up your packets and get that 180 view template that I really want y'all to draw on before you submit these, I want you to come here and pick them up and then draw on them. I gave you at least 3 in there. If you need extra copies, I'm happy to give you extra copies. But you could also print this out yourself at www.comicbookgraphicdesign.com. They have some good resource in there, and we're going to be probably going there a lot. I'm probably going to use a lot of their templates to help you guys out, because I actually like how this is pretty much where I got. It's going to look like this, of course, and I really like how it kept my character staying the same height, and I was able to keep her proportions right. And this is at least has a 9-head view, I believe. Circles, it helps you keep your character on par, and I really like that. So when you get on that page, you'll click on the tab that says free comic creating resource, and then scroll down until you see the template. And with that, I will give you your last bit of your code, which is 6565. And that's it for today. I want y'all to remember, please, please, please don't worry about not being able to draw, or you're not an artist. Don't worry about it. All I want you to do is to be able to get out your ideas of how you want your character to be. And I really would like you to color if you're able to color. If not, maybe you can write down on the side on what colors you're going to put on your character if you're not able to color your character. So these sheets will be so helpful to you, especially now and when you get to the point of creating your comic book, because it'll help you stay on task. So I will see you next week, and you have a good day.